I really thrive on working with commercial and primarily construction clients. The construction came naturally because I have a background in it to some extent. I understand, when I'm talking to owners of construction companies, I do understand the operations and sort of their struggles in the people that they're working with, down to the ground level workers because I was one of those. I started in the cable industry as a technician and worked my way up into management. I've sort of found my niche there and look forward to growing that segment with the firm. From the time I spoke to the recruiter at the career fair, I knew that the culture was a good fit for me personally. Um, Down to earth, respectful people, who are genuinely kind and caring. And of course, the opportunities. I liked the fact that it was a growing firm. The partner group, this is an open door policy. This is a conducive learning environment like none I had ever experienced before. I was pleasantly surprised by the actual level of respect and professionalism. I think I was a manager at the time, maybe a senior manager. I was getting lots of other opportunities coming at me, and they were good opportunities. They were more money. So I had to have these conversations with my wife and say, look, there's this opportunity, it's more money, it's working with whatever, but the difference is, it sort of flattens out at the top. Like it's more money to start, but it's not more money long term. So I guess at that time, I really just made the decision, like I'm going on partner track. I'm going to put the pedal to the metal. I don't want to put any energy into anything else. I just want to, let's do this, and I'm going to give it my all. Mostly it's been easier than I thought because I didn't know what to expect. And so when I'm looking at business development is a great example because it was about 5 years ago, and we have accountability plans and we have goals that we put down. So, okay, I'm going to put a goal down of $25,000. Let's see if I can get 25,000 in, new business from existing clients or current, whatever the case may be. I have no idea how that's going to happen, but I'm going to put the number on the sheet, because that's what's being suggested to me. We should put a goal down. And I'm looking at it going, how in the heck am I going to do that? I follow suggestions and I update my accountability plan every month. And by the end of the year, I look back and it was something like 38,000. Well, let's put a bigger number on it next year. And so the next year I put like 100,000 on it, or maybe it was like 50 the next year. And I'm not a salesy guy at all, but I like to help people, and making myself available has been the key there. I guess as far as climbing the career ladder, and one thing that I always think that kind of works for me is if I'm thinking 3 steps ahead, I'm 2 steps ahead too far. I need to be planted. I need to be where my feet are, again, just outside my comfort zone, but here. I hope it doesn't change me at all. I mean, I think it takes some of the pressure off, the internal pressure, because I put a lot of pressure on myself to get to the next level, and I have to damper that. So the motivation for me it's really an internal drive. So to some extent, I can sort of take a breath, but at the same time, there's a lot of work to do. Oh, that was awesome. They decorated my office with like inflatable dumbbells, and they had a picture of like a whole weight rack on the wall. I mean, like not a picture, a huge poster that was wall to wall. And there were, swirly things all in the ceiling. And so no, it's been awesome. My sort of short-term focus is on growing the construction segment here because I think there's a lot of opportunity there, and we're carving out the time for me to be able to do that, which is awesome. And that's what my focus is going to be for at least the next, few years. Well, I think that getting outside your comfort zone is important. That's where all the growth is. I think in life in general, that's where all the growth is. Try to enjoy the ride and don't get too focused on the end result. That's a big one for me. If I'm too focused emotionally out there, then I'll never, be happy with right now. So that kind of goes back to that, if you're looking 3 steps ahead, you're probably about 2 steps ahead of yourself.